Bienvenidos una vez más al canal, en esta ocasión más Genshin Impact. La última vez habíamos hecho la misión de Kamisato Ayato y ahora el festival de Irodori se acerca. Recibiremos visitas de nuevos, de antiguos amigos de Mondstadt. Y Inazuma está preparando una gran celebración conocida como el Festival Idori. ¿De qué trata, no? Tenemos que hacer estas misiones. El cuento de Zuko el borracho. Ok, vamos a ver. Listo. Navegar. Y vamos sin asoma, ¿no? Vamos a
Mission for us.
Yep.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you. A
Oh,
designated
interesante.
commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly? There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival, the magnificent Irodori Festival. Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while!
Yep.
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
Ok. Oh, Miko.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember. We'd better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
De acuerdo. Parece bien.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she has instructed me to have you directly meet with her there.
Ok, me parece bien.
Well, that's convenient enough. Let's go then.
De acuerdo. De camino a la hora ya. El cuento de Zuko el borracho. Claro que lo pienso, pude haber hecho esto. Para nada. De ver si me ocurrió esto antes. Sí. Sigue dando dulces. Sí, perfecto, llegamos.
Tanya and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Perfecto.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera? Ahem. Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady I. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
Pero,
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it.
¿de acuerdo?
I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days,
Bueno,
Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes, Lady I. Thank you very much.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We are running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop! Hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
Sí.
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine? You were
weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
Oh, Lumin. Se ve súper linda. Oh, véanla. Uy, ves. Y yo tampoco.
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival. Yet you say I'm not doing my job. Let me ask you, little ones. Whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all!
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist.
Internacional?
I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Irodori festival.
Ok, perfecto. Gracias.
Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry.
Ok.
They are known as the 5 Kasen.
Los
Every year,
cinco
one
vientos.
of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works.
Ok.
Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Irodori festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Ok.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance, which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Irodori festival by
Ok.
holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
But, wait a minute! Light novels?
¿Qué hay de los elegantes? ¿Qué hay de la elegancia refinada?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma? And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to all Teyvat through light novels. As they say, it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Tengo un montón de justificaciones con un motivo oculto.
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue.
Oh.
Come on, Miko!
Eso sí, ya le vengo a.
Fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interest.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here.
Ah, entiendo, soy.
What do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
Sí, por supuesto que sí.
Maybe a little. Oh, alright. Paimon's super curious now.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
Ok. De acuerdo. Y me llevaron directamente ya. Okay.
During the Irodori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels.
¿Entiendo?
Once things are in full swing, Not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there'll also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties.
Okay.
This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the Five Kasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want to miss out.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party.
Sí, la fiesta de las novelas ligeras.
Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
Yes, those are...
Espérate, ¿qué? Oh.
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two.
¿Cómo estás,
At
Ayato?
last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
Bastante bien.
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Irodori Festival.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Ai has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Okay.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Okay.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Irodori Festival originated from the Five Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits.
Oh,
This Irodori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku Decree,
okay.
it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations.
Oh,
For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt.
oh.
The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable, which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests.
Ahí es donde entramos nosotros, ya. Entiendo. Y ahí es donde entramos nosotros.
I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
Ok. Dice, horario del puerto. 2 días antes del festival. Información sobre el barco y los invitados. Barco de pasajeros. De gran tamaño. Entre los pasajeros se incluyen varios bardos de Mondstadt y el pintor Hags y su acompañante. Hora estimada a las 8 de la mañana. Segundo día del festival. Información sobre el barco y los invitados. Barco de pasajeros de gran tamaño. Entre los pasajeros se incluyen varios escritores pintorescos y participantes de la arena mecánica. Oh, además del escritor Shinshu. Shinshu. Hora estimada de llegada 10 am. Tercer día del festival. Es de Shinshu. En el segundo día. Tercer día del festival. Información sobre el barco y los invitados. Barco de mercancías de gran tamaño. Solo hará una breve parada y traerá un solo pasajero. Hora estimada a las 9. Solo un pasajero, ¿quién será? Un día después de la feria de novedades editoriales. Información sobre el barco y los invitados. Barco de pasajeros de tamaño pequeño. 2 pasajeros. Hora estimada a las 10 am.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I
Interesante.
have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now.
Ok.
During the festival, most of the Yai Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency.
Entiendo.
If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
Gracias.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention. so I must excuse myself for now.
¿De acuerdo?
I'll leave the guests in your hands.
Si ves a Yaka, salúdamela. Por favor, salúdamela.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it.
Ok. Espera hasta el siguiente día a las 6 y 8, ok. Día siguiente 6 y 8, ok. Vamos al puerto de Rito y creo que tomé el camino más largo, pero no importa. Siento. Oh, qué tuanis. Raiden. Oh, qué bonitos adornos. Qué bonitos pósters.
Now arrived at the magnificent Irodori Festival event venue.
Ah, están hablando sobre el festival. Ok, ok, ok. Qué bonito. Ok, debería ser por aquí, ¿no? Sí. Por acá. Esperamos hasta el otro día. De 6 y 8. Nos esperamos un poco más. Aquí estamos. Perfecto. Ahí nuestro primer invitado. Los bardos.
You must be here to take part in the Irodori Festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt. Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
Paimon, no puedes saber qué haces. Paimon, ¿se puede saber qué haces?
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tondef Bard then? Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation?
Tal vez lo invitaron y no quiso venir.
Huh? Why's that?
Ya sabes cómo es Venti.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon.
Sí.
If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too.
No creo que a él le importe eso.
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon! It's
Clee.
Klee! Were you also invited to the Irodori Festival?
No, vienen con la vertita Calx.
Albedo's the one
Sí.
who received the invitation. But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Ok.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon.
Hola.
After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Irodori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 classes!
Sí.
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx.
Sí, Calx.
Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yai Publishing House there.
Somos los guías.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Great.
Okay.
Let's get going then.
Ok. Vamos a ver. Y ahora sí por si hablan o algo así. Qué bonitos banners. También hay por detrás. Qué lindo. Sabía que tenían partes por detrás. No son... no había visto este. No, nunca había visto. No había visto este la primera vez que pasé por aquí, ok. Trato. Bienvenido al magnífico Festival Irodori. Lo dice tan a huevada del mundo. Huevada de la vida. Ya. Por ahí sí, ok. Ok. Ya estamos. Perfecto. Ah, juego. Vienen caminando para... Ah, ok. Solo falta que...
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Sí, me gustaría verlas, Clay. En serio. Todo está oscuro. Lo veo oscuridad, estoy ciego. Rayos. Ok, aquí está. Tal vez credencial del juego un momento. Pero no importa, continuemos.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
Tiene mucha energía, eso es bueno.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem.
¿Qué sucede?
Well, Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
Entiendo.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
Ve al clic corriendo.
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information.
Entiendo.
I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori festival.
Entiendo.
The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript. I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance, so that I can be better prepared.
Ahora que lo pienso, Miko dijo que...
Oh, right! The editors of the Yai Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
Klee.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
Ok, boom. ¿Qué pasó en el centro de la plaza? Ah, ya no está aquí, sí. Lienzo. Los lienzos en blanco para las pinturas de los 5 Kasen pronto estarán adornados con dibujos de exquisita belleza.
Fingers crossed he comes traveling with me.
Ok, esperemos que así sea. Interesante ver a los personajes venir a visitar otros países, otras naciones.
can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave.
Oh,
Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
oops.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water. Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
¿Cuál? Tipo sospechoso.
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hirayama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata.
Qué curioso. Albedo suena como precavido en un lugar desconocido. Es curioso. Sí, en verdad suena como un turista que está... ¿Dónde estoy? ¿A dónde voy? Disculpen, ¿puedo preguntarles algo? En serio, suena como un turista.
Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 Kasen for the festival?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 Kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find him ourselves.
About that.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hirayama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hirayama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Irodori Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission. The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse.
Okay.
It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
What? The books are missing?
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Irodori Festival, but the author, Chin-Yu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
Qué curioso, son libros de Shinshu de los que Albedo hace la ilustración. Las ilustraciones.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Chen-Yu as well. If Mr. Hirayama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
Okay.
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Jay. Sounds familiar. Hey, isn't that Shincho's
Sí.
venue?
Oh, do you know him?
Sí. Somos viejos amigos.
Shincho would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing.
Okay.
Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse too.
De acuerdo. Como dije, curioso. Los libros de Shinshu.
Aratani and Kuroda are going back to Inazuma City to start printing extra copies of A Legend of Sword.
Okay.
I'll stay here and hold down the fort. Of course, I still hope those novels can be found soon and that things won't take a turn for the worse.
Veremos. Qué bonito se ve todo esto, vean. Oh. Ok. Los libros que... La historia de los libros que hace Shinshin, Albedo hace los dibujos. Bueno. Patitas de Paimon. Ok, vamos a ver qué es lo que sucede. Ah, Sara. Uy, Sara. ¡Uy, 20!
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course.
No, no me refiero
Is
a...
that surprising?
No.
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, tone-deaf bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is... indeed me.
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again.
Y...
Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Bueno, ciertamente no es un extraño. Se podría decir que nos conocemos bastante bien.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Irodori festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Ah, Venti, ¿por qué tomas tanto? ¿Podemos hacerle unas preguntas?
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be
Okay.
my guest.
De acuerdo.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch! Your words wound me! We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares. You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Similar means?
Ah, ok, espérese. Eso es agua pasada. Nosotros no teníamos otra opción.
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early.
Okay.
It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them.
¿Y por qué no tienes la invitación?
Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake.
Ya veo.
And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryou Commission general glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti,
Perdió la
this
invitación.
story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
Infantil.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA Publishing House, and there are some questions I would like to ask you.
Okay.
Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Okay.
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Okay.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that.
Okay.
As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar, They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third...
que no se trata de un único culpable. Y si conocía el almacén no podría ser Venti, ni una llave, así que no pudo haber sido él. Y si quería los libros, a Venti no le interesan mucho los libros, le interesa más el licor. Que no se trata de un único culpable.
I knew you'd catch on, Traveler.
Sí.
One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning.
Okay.
Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
De acuerdo.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
No. No.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Oops.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
No.
Sora's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Perdió.
Yes, the invitation letter.
Ya Sara, qué linda
I'm
se
truly
ve.
sorry.
Sexy se ve.
I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How could you lose something so important?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip.
Pero luego te borrachaste.
Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
¿Cuál idea?
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand.
Oh, por
I
Dios.
couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be.
La bodega.
Have you figured it out, Traveler?
La bodega.
You're way
La
out of
bodega de
it,
alcohol.
Paimon. Do you two already know where the
Sí,
invitation letter
la bodega.
is?
La bodega. En su zapato, en su capa, en su gorro. En su gorro.
Ah, yes! I remember now.
En su gorro.
I knew you'd help me find it.
Oh, por Dios, Venti.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission.
Qué linda Sara.
Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions.
Ok, perfecto.
However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
De acuerdo, Sara. Preciosa. Vaya bien.
There goes Sara. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Ok.
Mr. Hirayama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are, Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kassen. All the information that we could find is compiled here.
Ok. Información de los 5 Kassen. Sobre los 5 Kassen. Los 5 Kassen son personajes de una antigua leyenda de Inazuma. Se dice que recibieron este nombre debido a su gran don para la creación artística. También dicen que la Shogun era una gran admiradora de sus obras y que cada año los 5 recopilaban en un libro sus nuevas canciones y las enviaban a Tetsubaku para que la Shogun diera su opinión al respecto. Los 5 Kazen eran Saiku, Aoi no Okina, Akahanito, Sumisone y Kuronoushi. Hoy en día ya es imposible averiguar sus nombres reales. Sin embargo, una teoría bastante extendida es que como mucho de las historias de los 5 Kazen se comenzaron a representar en los escenarios, esos personajes empezaron a diferenciarse por el color de su ropa, verde, azul, rojo, blanco y negro, con el fin de que el público los distinguiera mejor. Así la gente comenzó a llamar a los Kazen por medio de sus colores, por medio de sus colores representativos. No obstante, también hay otras teorías como que el nombre de Suiku se debe al nombre de su cabello de paja. El estudio Suiku o el estudio Suiku, o que Akabajito se llama así porque le gustaba poner sellos escarlata en todas sus obras. Sobre las historias de los 5 Kazen. Los 5 Kazen fueron personajes de gran relevancia en la vida de todos y las obras que protagonizaron fueron muy populares en todo Inazuma. Es una auténtica lástima que, a pesar de todas las historias que se han transmitido sobre ellos, el contenido de esta no sea fiable a día de hoy. Pues es muy probable que se perdieran durante las catástrofes que tuvo lugar hace 500 años. Durante el ataque a Inazuma, que fue el mismo día de lo que sucedió en Canria. Los registros que se conservan actualmente no permiten saber que durante la época dorada de su composición poética, las obras de los 5 Kazen atendían al mismo formato, grupos de 4 poemas en los que cada poema estaba escrito desde la perspectiva de uno de los Kazen. Los 4 poemas juntos formaban una historia completa. Lo más interesante de todo es que parece que no hay ningún poema escrito desde la perspectiva de Kuroshi. Por eso me pareció extraño que dijera 4. Informe personal de los 5 Kazen. Suiko, gran amante del licor, nacido de familia humilde, tenía una personalidad despreocupada y desinhibida. Se dice que le dieron el nombre de Suiko porque vivía en el estudio Suiko. Aoi no Okina, gran maestro de ajedrez. De él se conserva tanto sus poemas como sus novelas. Algunos piensan que triunfó profesionalmente a una edad tardía y que anteriormente había trabajado en el shogunato. Otros creen que no era humano, sino un longevo demonio reencarnado. Akahito, diestro espadachín. Es muy probable que naciera en una familia de guerreros. Se dice que el nombre de Akahito viene de su manía por colocar un sello escarlata en todas las obras que escribe. Suimizone. En el pasado fue un amigo, tenía un gran don para el ikebana y la danza. Más tarde trabajó como doncella para la Shogun. Algunos afirman que cuando se hizo famosa abandonó su puesto. Otros dicen que permaneció junto a la Shogun hasta el final. Kuroshimi. Esa Sumizune, yo sé quién es. Apareció con la Shogun cuando estaban comiendo y eso. En uno de los trailers de ella. Kuroshi. Poca información se conserva de él, por lo que se desconocen sus orígenes. Tal vez por eso en la historia que se cuenta de los 5 Kazen, su personaje y personalidad son mucho más complejos que el del resto.
Let's see here.
Okay.
Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina aren't the real names of the 5 Kasen.
Sí.
Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kasen, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame. But at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style. So there is still something we may glean from this.
Perfecto.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and fails to fulfill the most crucial element.
¿Cuál?
Inspiration.
Sí.
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather anything more at the moment. Though, Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kasen, and everyone has a different story in their heart.
Podemos mezclarlas.
So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself find interesting.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being.
Okay.
Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success.
Entendido.
You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Le avisaremos apenas lo veamos.
Seems there's nothing more we can do here.
Venti, ¿qué estás haciendo?
Go.
Venti, ¿qué haces?
Huh? Venti? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
Okay.
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper.
Oh.
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping.
Ay, de
I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby. But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
Okay. Dice: el esplendor de los 5K en Suiku. El esplendor de los 5K en Suiku. Mi hogar dista del mundo y de su frivolidad. Mas el clamor de mi fama que perturba mi tranquilidad. A Tetsukaku me encamino, solo para descubrir que los versos de Aoi se han perdido. Todopoderosa Shogun, su perdón suplico. Conté todo mi saber sobre el capítulo perdido. Ebrio del aroma de licor, una sombra errante deambula a mi alrededor. Un indeseable traidor me despojó de los versos y todo mi pudor. Pundonor y todo mi pundonor. Oh. Todo mi pundonor.
Let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute.
Sí.
Isn't Suiko the name of one of the 5 Kasen?
Sí.
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the Shogun get stolen. Ah, this story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday.
Sí.
Oh, indeed it is. Interesting, isn't it?
Piensa que guardaría relación con los libros perdidos.
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our thirst at bay.
Oh, por Dios.
Hey! You just sobered up and you're already thinking about more drinks? And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be slacking off.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
Okay,
Wait a
perfecto.
minute. What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration.
Huh.
If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
Por Dios.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Huh.
Who is this Genyu everyone keeps talking about?
No tengo idea.
Wow, you really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
Ah, ese parece a Venti. Lo uso como modelo, supongo.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, Tone-Deaf Bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you. Well, Albedo, who will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
Podría ser.
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
Posible.
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts. It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
Parece bien. El cuento de Suiko el borracho. El festival Idori ha comenzado. Los poemas de Idori. Ok, continuamos con todo el contenido que podemos hacer el primer día. Ahorita hago la del otro bardo. Pero primero hagamos lo de Albedo y los personajes principales. ¿Qué les parece? Una historia para ti. Hoy he venido con Albedo a la nación donde siempre hay truenos. Él dice que se llama Inazuma. Inazuma. Qué nombre tan difícil de pronunciar.
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be able to find you, and here you are.
Ok. ¿Pasa algo?
Well, can't I come and see you when nothing is up? Alright, as much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time I'm here mainly for Klee.
Okay.
Before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma.
Okay.
It got her very excited to experience the local culture here. However, I've got other things to do in Inazuma this time besides painting the portraits of the 5 Kasen. Over the next couple of days, I won't have the time to show her around.
¿Quieres que la cuidemos y le enseñemos alrededor, no?
Inazuma is not like Mondstadt. I can't just let Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So I had to have her stay at the International Trade Association while I finish my work. She hasn't complained, but I can tell she's not enjoying being stuck there on her own.
Es lógico.
Fortunately, I now have you and Paimon. So,
Yay! Miss Honorary Knight's here!
Bien.
What you talking about, Miss Honorary Knight? Are we gonna go play?
Klee, ¿quieres salir a jugar?
Yeah! But Albedo is really busy. I can't go too far away or he'll be worried about me.
Oh. Ella es una buena niña.
Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid.
No como Paimon.
Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much.
Oh,
Paimon always thinks of you whenever she's eating a delicious slime.
oh, sí, ¿qué considera de tu parte?
Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here.
Vayamos a jugar con Klee.
Yep. Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour of Inazuma.
Presentémosle a alguien divertido.
Klee, do you want to go play with Miss Honorary Knight?
Por supuesto.
You bet I do.
As you know, Klee is our Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound.
¿De acuerdo?
By which I mean, try to keep her out of trouble. For instance, if a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere in the city, Klee could very well get in trouble.
Entiendo, las explosiones están prohibidas.
Glad to hear it.
Okay.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Mr. Albedo.
Great. I look forward to it.
Oh. Vamos.
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Klee? Cuisine? What's that?
Uy,
No,
comida.
food and drink. Paimon just meant we could take you to a local restaurant. A restaurant? Yay! Snack time!
Sí.
Got it! Alright, snack time it is! Let's go!
Da una vuelta con Klee, ¿de acuerdo? Vamos a ver a dónde llegamos a Klee. Da una vuelta con Klee. Perfecto. Y aquí vamos. Listo. Bien.
Wow, something smells so good!
Qué bueno.
I think it's coming from this steaming thingy. Miss Honorary Knight, look at this noodly soup. It's so pretty. There's so many nice things inside.
Oh,
It's
qué linda
not
Klee.
noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Oh, so, what are those yellow and red thingies on that plate?
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
And what about this little yellow cake?
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one before?
Okay.
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
Okay.
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before. Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuman food.
Ah, qué bonito.
Really? But Master Jean said I shouldn't go taking other people's things. Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance just seems kind of wrong.
Yo puedo cocinar algo para Klee.
Oh, I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend. How come you know how to make egg rolls?
Egg rolls are a piece of cake for this gal. Why don't you make some for Klee and Iwao?
También puedo hacer algo para ti.
Really?
Sí.
Wow, Paimon is so touched. You're learning.
No.
All right, we'll be waiting on those egg rolls.
Ok.
Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some.
Miss Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls taste like?
Eso supongo. Entonces digo, ya vengo. Dale 3 porciones de rollitos de huevo. Ok. De huevo. Cocinar. Veamos. Rollitos de huevo. Rollitos de huevo. Ah, sí. Use la cocina y el juego se va a morir. Ah, sí. Le di un. Rollitos de huevo. 3. Yuna, hazlo tú. Vamos. Perfecto. Hola. Aquí tienes, Klee.
Miss Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls?
A esto. A sabiduría y amor.
Wow, you really can cook them. You're awesome, ma'am.
It's sweet.
Qué
So
bonita imagen.
yummy.
Qué bonita imagen. Cómo está compuesta esa imagen.
It's delicious. Traveler, you are the best.
Oh.
Yeah, these egg rolls are pretty good, but I still think Yoimiya's are better.
Who is Yoimiya? She makes egg rolls too?
Es la dueña de una tienda de fuegos artificiales.
Yoimiya can do anything. She tells stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks, and gives us candy too.
Fuegos artificiales.
Yoimiya's pretty much the best and most awesome person ever.
For me, the best, most awesome person in the world is my mom. And
Aw.
she knows loads of other great people too, like Mr. Albedo, Miss Honorary Knight, Master Jean, Kaya. Surely she's not going to name everyone she knows.
Oh, rayos.
Oh, well, I don't know any of those people. But anyways, I still want to introduce you to Yoimiya. If you want, I'll take you to find her. In most festivals, Yoimiya's so busy that you can never find her. But this festival's different. She has free time, so
Okay.
she can play with us. She seems like she hasn't been in a great mood recently.
Oh.
But maybe seeing you will cheer her up.
Okay, let's go play with Yoimiya.
Ok, vamos. Explosiva cuando se pirotecnia. A pirotecnia. Explosiva cuando se pirotecnia, ¿no? Allá vamos. Remilla. Tenemos algo curioso que alguien curioso que presentarte. Perfecto.
Yoimiya, don't be sad.
Oh, ¿qué pasa?
Oh, I
Tu-
know.
tu
Let me
Yoimiya-
tell you something that'll cheer you up.
Yoimiya triste, eso no me lo esperaba.
Yesterday, I won 3 beetle fights in a row against that guy with the horns on his head.
Wow, Matsuzaka. Nice work. It's not easy to beat Ito.
Oh,
Don't worry, Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Irodori festival, but there are still lots of other fun things to do.
¿sería?
I know.
¿Cuándo no está?
Thanks, you guys. It's just that fireworks are banned in the city for a few days.
¿Por qué?
I'm not that upset, really.
Yoimiya, it's me. I want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her.
Wait, what's your name again?
Klee! My name is Klee.
Ah,
Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganahara Fireworks.
¿qué sucede?
Hello.
Oh,
I love the cute outfit, with the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack, wow, it's really well made.
That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring me good luck.
oh,
Really? That's awesome! I bet everyone would love one of those. Also, that little fairy on your backpack is super cute, too.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish blasting together in
Fish
Starfell Lake.
lasting.
Oh, Dodoko? What an interesting name. I really like it.
Yep. My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it rides the wind and goes off on a big adventure.
Ah, qué bueno.
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee, your mom sounds like a very cool person.
Yep, my mom is the best and most awesome person ever. And Yoimiya, Iwao was right. You're a really cool person too.
Aw,
Thanks, Klee. I feel like we really get each other. We'll be great friends, I'm sure of it.
It's so heartwarming watching these two chat away.
Hey, Klee! Since you like 4-leaf clover so much, why don't I make a firework with a 4-leaf clover pattern and set it off for you?
Yeah!
Oh,
and
qué lindo
after
detalle.
the fireworks, we can go fish blasting with Dodoko.
Whoa, what? No.
Hold on a second. Fish blasting? No way. Albedo was pretty clear about that.
Las explosiones están prohibidas.
Oh, oops. I get so excited that I completely forgot about that. The folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed in Inazuma during the Irodori Festival.
Ah, ¿por qué?
What? It's not allowed. But... Aww. Okay then. Hey, come on! You just made a new friend! This is a happy occasion. Why are you suddenly so upset?
No te pongas triste.
Yeah, we still have loads of things we can do.
Sí. Vamos al Festival Inodori. A echar un vistazo.
Right, just like Saika said. There are lots of fun things to do.
¿Eh?
What do you say, Klee? Sounds like the Irodori Festival could be a real blast.
Okay then, let's go!
De acuerdo. Ok, vamos. Oh, para ver, ¿qué dice?
I still don't get why Yoimiya is upset.
Dummy, Yoimiya is upset because she can't set off fireworks for everyone during the Irodori Festival.
A mí me pregunto por qué no pueden. Es un festival y en las noches podría animar las cosas. Es sumamente extraño. Ah, esta isla otra vez. No, es Rito. Ok, perfecto. Estamos.
Here we are, the venue of the Irodori Festival.
Ok. Aquí estamos.
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai? Oh, what a long name. Must be a new one. I've never heard of it.
By Kawabonga Iki.
Kawabonga.
Yoimiya, this is a really strange name.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Ike. That would be me.
Ah, rayos. Hola.
Outlander Brigade is a new series of mine, and When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai is the first volume.
Ah.
Outlander's Big Brain? Is it a story about the best of friends? Kaya says that every good story has to have best friends in it.
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches in one of my novels. This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears. A long and lonely struggle. A stubborn samurai's path to the truth. This is the kind of story that needs to be told.
Oh, is that right? Well, I'm not sure that's a very, suitable story for Klee. We might keep looking around.
Hey, miss! Don't go! Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
Ah, lo echaste a perder, amigo mío.
Fischl.
Yoimiya.
Look! It's Fischl's
Lee
story!
Yoimiya. Pero Yoimiya era lo que me refería. Me gustan sus piernas, pues.
That's right! Flowers for Princess Fischl. Have you read this book before?
El bonito, princesas para iba a decir princesas para Flor Fischl. Estoy leyendo, estoy diciendo todo mal. Estoy leyendo todo al revés. Me refiero a que flores para la princesa Fischl. ¿Qué tones?
Nope, but I know Fischl's story. Fischl always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the Adventurers Guild knows. It's just like how me and Todoko are always together. I wonder if Todoko is getting bored now.
Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped. There are a lot of flammable items at the festival, and we have to be careful not to start a fire.
Sí.
Darn. It seems like even the Irodori Festival can't cheer Klee and Yoimiya up.
Yoimiya es super sexy.
There must be plenty of things you can do with Todoko besides lighting fireworks and going fish blasting.
Yeah, like,
¿Cómo dibujar?
Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
Sí. El Festival Irodori es el momento perfecto para contar historias.
That's right! The Irodori Festival is a place for putting your work on display.
Me encanta ver a Yoimiya.
Show Todoko's story for everyone here!
Me encanta ver a Yoimiya. Será como si Todoko jugara con todo el mundo.
Bingo! What do you
Eso mismo.
think of that idea, Klee? Mr. Albedo taught me how to paint. I can paint the story of Todoko's adventure in Inazuma.
Sí.
That's very imaginative. I think it's a great idea. We could even put the finished story on display at the festival.
Okay.
Yay! Great! Todoko will be so happy.
Perfect. Okay.
Qué linda Yoimiya.
I have some paper, paintbrushes, and paint at the shop. Let's go to the shop and paint your story there.
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Okay.
Those two can run so fast when they're
Sí.
motivated. We better catch up.
Listo. Oh, rayos. Ay, Yoimiya sí es linda, en serio. Okay, listo. Bueno. Listo. Okay.
Klee and I just had a discussion, and we've decided.
Okay.
We're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys for now.
¿Por qué?
Obviously, I can't tell you why. Or, you'll see. Don't worry. You can keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop. We'll be here when you get back.
Qué bonita se ve el tatuaje de Yoimiya. Estoy viendo a Yoimiya.
Going. Let's go inside and start painting.
Qué linda Yoimiya. Me vuelve sexy. Oh, por Dios. Vuelve
I was
sexy.
hoping that we could all paint together. So
Ah.
unfair. Actually, Paimon's got an idea. Come on, let's go around to the windows and take a sneaky peek.
No. Bueno, yo quiero ver a Yoimiya más, así que... Ajá.
So, what does Dodoko do after getting to Inazuma?
Dodoko goes to eat tri-flavored skewers, tonkatsu ramen, and egg rolls.
Ooh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? It looks beautiful! Once you're done painting, let's go get it printed. We'll print a whole bunch of copies and go hand them out at the festival. Although it'll cost a lot more to get it printed. Let me see if I've got enough saved up.
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some more. Look!
50 more is probably not quite enough. Well, if we don't have enough, we can ask the Traveler for ideas.
Miss Honorary Knight has helped a lot already. I don't want to trouble her. So, I think I should just go fish blasting to earn some more.
No fish blasting. Paimon and the Traveler said so.
Oh. Then we've got no choice. We'll have to go see Mr. Albedo.
Who's Mr. Albedo?
He's my older brother. He's super duper smart. He can do anything. And he knows how to paint, too. He paints
Ahora busco imágenes de Yoimiya.
Kaya, and even Dodoko. That's why he came to Inazuma this time, to do paintings for everyone.
Oh, is that right? Then I guess Mr. Albedo must be an artist working with the publishing house.
An artist? Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. One as an alchemist, teaching Sucrose alchemy, and the other as an artist, doing paintings for people. Yoimiya, let me show you something.
Linda
Mr.
Yoimiya.
Albedo taught me you can paint Dodoko's color like this.
Wow, I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and Klee, you fill in Dodoko's colors. Hey, you can even write the story over here to explain what's happening in the painting.
Okay, let's write this.
Oh.
Shoot! Paimon didn't hear the last part.
Ah, no importa.
Dodoko sure had a lot of fun in Inazuma.
Those 2 sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodoko. They couldn't be happier.
Now, we have to get Dodoko's story printed. Come on, let's go to the publishing house.
Ok, perfecto. Vamos a... Voy por acá. Ahora voy a buscar imágenes de Yoimiya. Ella es demasiado sexy como para no tener imágenes de ella.
Here we are. This is the Yai Publishing House.
Okay,
perfecto.
Yai Publishing House. Ooh, it's Auntie Aratani. I know Auntie Aratani.
Oh.
Auntie? Who's that calling me Auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Calx.
Okay.
How can I help you, little girl?
Qué linda, Yoimiya.
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get Dodoko's story printed so that everybody can see it?
Dodoko?
Oh.
Oh, so you've been writing a story, huh? Is Dodoko the main character?
Not only that, Dodoko is also real. Look!
Es el muñequito.
Huh? I don't quite understand.
Ahorita lo explicamos.
Better explain this to her.
Dodoko es un muñeco. Ella escribió la historia del muñeco.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'd love to help you make this wish come true, but I'm sorry. The deadline has passed for accepting printing orders for the Irodori Festival.
Aww.
Auntie, are you saying Dodoko won't be able to meet everyone after all?
Oh.
I'm sorry, little girl.
Oh, upset? You still have me and the Traveler. We'll think of something.
Sí, pensaremos en algo. ¡Qué linda Yoimiya!
Miss Aratani, is there any way at all we can still get this printed? We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help with the printing, I can pitch in.
Oh.
Miss Yoimiya, I understand your sentiment, but I'm afraid it's not as simple as that. We've been printing many people's personal works for this festival, and a lot of the books are already well behind schedule. The printing press is already working overtime to try and catch up. At a time like this, we really can't squeeze any more jobs in.
What do we do? Seems like we might have to give up on this idea.
No, I won't let that happen.
Linda Yoimiya.
I remember this one time
linda
when I was
Yoimiya.
little. Pop said he'd take me to the festival, but he was so busy with work that he forgot all about it.
Oh.
I waited and kept wondering when Pops was finally gonna take me there. Eventually, people started coming home from the festival. That night, I cried miserably. To this day, I still remember how sad I felt. I don't want Klee to feel the same way. If we can't get it printed, then we'll just have to find our own way.
Okay.
I can paint. Over the next few days, I'll paint as many as I can. Then, we'll take those to the festival.
Oh.
My. Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit. I like it very much.
It's Miko, and Albedo too!
Okay.
We heard everything.
Qué linda.
Oh,
Ya,
Lady Ai.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the rules. Plus, we really are quite behind schedule with the printing. But our mission at Yai Publishing House is to bring dreams and happiness to the masses. It would be a crying shame if we couldn't even help one adorable little girl fulfill her wish.
Oh.
Let me think. Oh, I know. Yoimiya, little girl, you can print your book, but on one condition, okay?
Of course, Lady Guji. Just tell us. Whatever this condition is, I am ready to face it.
Dear me, it's nothing that horrendous. You make it sound like I'm some sort of wicked witch. All I mean is, if you want to get your work printed now, there is only one way. You have to combine it with another print. However, there is only a small amount of space remaining in the book in question. Your book is too big, so you have to reduce it to about half the size to make it fit. Is this a sacrifice that you're willing to make?
Klee, Lady Guji is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size. Are you okay with that?
Yup, I am! Thanks, Miss Guji lady!
Oh.
What an adorable little girl. Well, that settles it. Aratani, make sure
todo mundo
it
le agrada
gets printed
Klee?
with tonight's batch.
Yes, Lady Ai. I'll get right on it.
Oh, ya, oh, Yoimiya. Las dos me gustan por razones diferentes.
Combining the prints is a plausible solution, but it'll cause a lot of extra work for the printing press. I am terribly sorry about that.
No problem. Just think of it as my greeting gift for little Klee. Besides, the Yai Publishing House will need your help with the illustrations again next time, Mr. Calx. You could also consider it as my investment in you, All right, I won't disturb you two any longer. Bye-bye now.
Okay.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly. Now, we just need to wait for an update from the Yai Publishing House.
Perfecto.
Yoimiya, Traveler. Thank you for keeping Klee so exceptionally well entertained for me.
De nada.
No worries.
Albedo, tú también deberías pasar tiempo con Klee.
Yes, you're right. Klee is family, after all.
Oh. Okay. Espera que termine la impresión. Entre las 4... Las 14 y 16 horas, ok. En verdad tengo que ir a buscar después imágenes de Yoimiya y Milla, como para no tener imágenes de ella. Y ya de Miko también. Pero es que ambas son lindas por diferentes formas. Aunque creo que les digo, me gusta un poco más Yoimiya que Yaimiko, aunque Yaimiko también me gusta. Klee es adorable solamente. Ustedes saben que a mí me gustan las lolis. Pero Klee y ¿cómo se llama? Klee y Chichi no son el tipo de lolis que me gustan. Me gustan las lolis como Kuro o Katerina Kurea. No sé si por el estilo. Espérese. ¿Me fue? Lo hice mal. Espérese. A ver. Ok. Vamos a hacerlo. Ok. Y chichis son adorables, pero no son tan sexys como otros lolis. Son más adorables y lindas. Kuro por otro lado. Kuro. Katerina Kurea. Muchas otras lolis que son sexys y deliciosas. Pero no. Lamentablemente Klee y Chichi no caen en esa descripción. Hay una que de Genshin que sí se podría ver bien sexy. Hinata de Blue Archip también es muy sexy. Hina de Blue Archip, obviamente. Hay muchas otras lolis que son sexys en hentai incluso. Pero Chloe Boy Kuro es mi favorita. Ok. Veamos. Veamos.
Look, Miss Honorary Knight, Auntie Aratani brought us Dodoko's story.
Now we can finally see what secrets Klee and Yoimiya were keeping from us.
Oh, it's really nothing that exciting.
It's the story of Dodoko and me.
And me.
Oh.
And you guys.
Dice, ¿me incluyeron a mí? Aquí vamos. Vamos, Dodoko. Una dulce y hermosa madre dijo una vez, antes o después, todos los Dodokos deciden dejarse llevar por el viento o a la marea y comenzar su aventura. Los Dodokos deciden dejarse llevar por el viento o la marea y comenzar su aventura. Tal y como ella predijo, cuando nuestro Dodoko escuchó que su buena amiga Klee había decidido ir al país de la Shogun Raiden de aventuras, se sintió muy feliz. A Dodoko le encanta comer cosas ricas en el Buen Cazador y escuchar a los bardos cantar sus canciones. Pero lo que más le gusta de todo es contar las estrellas y hacer coronas de flores silvestres con Klee. Al fin y al cabo, todos los Dodokos anhelan poder ir de aventuras. Si voy al país de la Shogun Raiden, no solo viajaré a lomos del viento y atravesar los mares, atravesaría los mares, sino que también tendría que hacer frente a la temible tempestad eléctrica. A Dodoko no le dan miedo los aullidos del viento. Ese es el sonido de la bendición de la Conte Anemo. Dodoko tampoco le teme a las olas gigantes de Kokomi. Dodoko es todo un valiente Kokomi era un dragón, por cierto, antiguo, por si no lo sabían. Todavía no he puesto un video sobre eso en el canal, pero es eso. En cuanto a la tempestad eléctrica que rodea a la nación, Todoko le hará frente con templanza, al más puro estilo del clan Dodoko. Pero Dodoko no quiere que Klee tenga que hacer frente a ningún peligro, porque Klee es su mejor amiga y a los amigos deben protegerse el uno al otro. Además, Dodoko no quiere separarse de Klee. Sin Klee, cualquier aventura sería como una flor dulce que no florece, solitaria y triste. Incluso si viajara por todo Tebas, visitara cada rincón y atravesara cada lago, ninguna aventura tendría sentido sin Klee. Así que está decidido, Todoko irá de aventura con su mejor amiga Klee. Si vamos en barco, no podré volar con libertad ni nadar en el mar, pero podría ver la sonrisa de Klee cada día y escuchar las historias de Albedo. Eso vale la pena. Oh, qué lindo. En la nación de Inazuma, todo es de color púrpura, desde la hierba hasta los peces y los pájaros. Si tuviera que dibujarlo todo, Albedo no tendría suficiente pintura púrpura. Es una pena que Albedo no tenga tiempo para dibujar con Klee y Dodoko. Albedo es un adulto, así que a veces tiene que ocuparse de cosas de adultos. Por suerte, Dodoko siempre puede contar con Klee. A Klee siempre se le ocurre muchas cosas divertidas que hacer. Así que cuando Klee y Dodoko están juntos, nunca se aburren. Klee tiene muchísimos amigos en Inazuma, como la caballera honoraria Paimon y Yoimiya. Con todo el mundo aquí, esta aventura está siendo muy divertida. ¡Yuyu! ¡Vivan las aventuras! La caballera honoraria ha llevado a Dodoko a escalar la montaña Yongyu. Al llegar a la cima, estábamos agotadas, así que nos tumbamos bajo el cerezo sagrado para tomar una siesta. Dormimos tanto que, al despertar, nos habían crecido alas como a un Tengu. Las alas de Klee son de color rojo y las de Yoimiya doradas. La caballera honoraria tiene alas de color cian. Paimon puede volar incluso sin alas, así que ella no tiene. Cuando movimos las alas juntas, creamos una gran corriente de aire. Entonces, el viento despeinó al amigo. Será mejor que nos vayamos antes de que se enfade. Las aventuras son increíbles, pero la tripa de Klee está rugiendo. Vaya, ¿cómo se nos ha podido olvidar? Comer algo rico es súper importante durante una aventura. Ñam, ñam, ñam. Estamos disfrutando de los deliciosos tango que hemos comprado. Todoko y Paimon han devorado en un santiamén su ración. Después de llenar la barriguita, Todoko observa la sonrisa de Klee y no puede evitar pensar: conocer a Klee y a todos los demás es lo mejor que me ha pasado nunca. Todas las historias de Klee son súper adorables y bonitas. Oh, qué lindo. Qué adorable. En serio, este juego es súper lindo. Ah, se me ha olvidado algo. Ahora que lo pienso, tú también eres parte de esta aventura. Vamos de aventura, juntos, riamos juntos y compartamos la comida. Tú también eres nuestra amiga. Ven, corre, Yoimiya está preparando unos fuegos artificiales. Oh, qué lindo. Cuando disfrutamos de los fuegos artificiales, Yoimiya dijo. Cuando disfrutábamos de los fuegos artificiales, Yoimiya dijo, mientras tengamos imaginación, seremos libres. Entonces Klee dijo, siempre seremos amigas. ¿Lo ves? Todoko es muy feliz cuando está con todos sus amigos. Ahora tú también eres amiga de Todoko, así que tú también tienes que estar contenta y venir de aventuras con nosotros. Oh.
Paimon's in the story too! This is Paimon's first time featuring in a printed book! Woohoo! Paimon's gonna be famous!
Of course we included Paimon! This is the story of everyone's big happy adventure with Dodoko.
This story is me and Yoimiya's gift for Miss Honorary Knight.
Oh. Gracias, Klee.
Lady Yai wanted me
Gracias,
to inform you
Yoimiya.
that since this book was printed together with another work, there are many more copies than you may have anticipated.
Oh.
We won't charge you a printing fee, but in exchange, the extra copies of your book will be included as a free gift with purchases of the other book. Is that okay with you?
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? I mean, it's fine by us. But what does the author of the book think?
Actually, the book that yours was printed with is called the Tevat Travel Guide.
Oh.
Hey! That's Mommy's book!
Oh.
So, Klee's mother is a writer? Huh.
Klee's mother, Alice, is a renowned adventurer in Tevat, and the Inazuma edition of her popular Tevat Travel Guide series is set to be released imminently. Lady Yaya has already decided on how to promote it. A joint endeavor by Tevat's biggest and best mother-daughter adventure duo.
Aww.
It's sure to be a huge hit.
Paimon knew it! Mika would never do anything for free.
A typical move by Lady Yai. It works out well for everybody, doesn't it?
Yep! I'm super happy because my book gets to be released together with Mommy's book. It's like me and Mommy going on an adventure together.
Oh.
I'm so glad I came. The Irodori Festival is the best!
Oh. Es adorable.
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
Qué lindo. ¿Y lo hemos terminado? Sí. Creo que con eso hemos terminado todas las misiones principales de los personajes en sí. Sí. Personajes importantes. Esto seguramente estará dividido en 2 pedazos. Pero en cualquier caso, espero que hayan pasado bastante bien. Las fotografías también lo haremos, el evento de fotografía lo haremos también, estará ahí medio metido, pero seguramente lo verán antes que este video, antes que estos videos. En cualquier caso, nos vemos la próxima vez con más Genshin Impact. Recuerden mi Twitter, Twitch y Discord se encuentran abajo en la descripción. Bye bye.